I'm Jayden Van Alstine. I always suffered with depression and anger towards my family and a lot of my friends. I started hanging out with some bad people who influenced me into bad stuff, like drinking for one, and just starting to get lustful towards boys, and which was really bad. And so I started, like, in the middle of the night, sneaking out of my house and getting drunk with my friends and sneaking my mom's alcohol because I was always depressed. And this basically all started after my dad died of May 14th of 2015. And I just started, like, turn to God and just was like, okay, I need you because I'm going to lose it. But now I realize is I didn't see what it was giving me. I wanted what I wanted, how I wanted, and when I wanted it, not for what he was giving me. I started looking at how God was helping my mom, and I think most of the part I was just mostly jealous. She was always having, like, influence from God and from friends. And then I just lashed out at everybody because I was always angry, and pretty much everything I would say was mean and dark and not nice. On first Wednesday worship last April, I was at First Wednesday worship, and that day I had Jeffrey Gosnell tell me a story of how he found Christ, and then I hung out almost the whole day after lunch with my friend Melissa Stemke, and she's always been there for me. She's always been, like, praying for me, and I talked to her about a lot of stuff. And then she told me a story, and just, like, telling me that every time she'd say the word name God, I would clench my jaw and stare out into outer space. And then at First Wednesday worship, all the songs that Eric had sang, and then what Tim had talked about for the short time he talked, was just like a spiritual punch in the face of God saying, okay, Jayden, I'm here, I'm going to change your life, get ready for the rain. And I asked my friend Keely West to go pray on the altar with me, and the minute I sat down, I just wept and realized that I was becoming somebody I really didn't want to become. Ever since then, I have apologized to the people I've hurt with my words, and I've apologized to my mom and admitted to a lot of stuff that I had done that she already knew about, but I didn't know she knew, because moms just have that way. And I've been really, really happy and not angry or depressed anymore. And every time I'd have dark thoughts, I'd open my Bible and I would read Romans or 1 Corinthians because I really like those books. I want to get baptized because I am showing a public recognition that I am giving my life to God, and I'm committing to serving Him for how He wants me to, and I'm giving up the old me and being the new me.
Jayden, I baptize you in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.